Hi everyone! Welcome to the 2020 Virtual Open House Tours, and welcome to the Lithuanian Nationality Room. This room was dedicated in 1940, and it's done in a traditional folk style. Now, if I had to give a unifying theme or idea to this room, I would say that it's the theme of national pride and national unity. You can see this idea many places throughout the room, one of which is in the wood carving and many of the design elements of the room, which have a lot of natural themes that you would see around Lithuania. Some of the natural designs you can see around the room are a design of rosettes, rue leaves, and other carvings in the chairs as well. Most of the furniture in this room is made of white oak. However, the chair that I'm sitting in is made of bog oak. Bog oak is created by taking a fully grown oak tree, chopping it down, sinking it in a marshy bog, and leaving it there for decades. Now, as you can imagine, this is both a very timely and expensive process, and it took the Nationality Room Committee 2 years to find enough bog oak to make this one chair. Additionally, something really unique about this room is that the walls are actually made of linen, and it's done in a Lithuanian style called the Path of the Birds. Going back to the idea of national pride and national unity, above the chalkboard in the frieze, there are the names of several men who contributed to Lithuania's national culture and national heritage in their literary, music, art, etc. I'm going to talk about a few of them today. The first I want to mention is Basanavičius, who was a 19th century Lithuanian medical doctor. In addition, he was very interested in collecting Lithuanian stories, folktales, and traditions. He also published novels and a literary journal that were smuggled into Lithuania as a way to try to help the Lithuanians develop a love of their cultural heritage and history. Now, if you're wondering why it was necessary to smuggle these books into Lithuania, that connects to one of my personal favorite elements of this room, which is this little statue here. This statue is called the Lithuanian School, or the School of Sorrows, and at first glance, it appears to be a mother teaching her son how to spin. If you look a little bit closer, though, you'll notice that the mother is actually holding a book in her lap. This is because, throughout much of Lithuania's history, Lithuania was conquered by outside countries and other peoples. This meant that the teaching or reading of the Lithuanian written language was illegal for a long amount of time. So in order for this mother to teach her son how to read his own language, she has to do it secretly while pretending to be teaching him how to spin. So it's a very poignant statue that says a lot about Lithuanian history. One of the other names in the frieze is that of Čiurlionis, who was a 19th century Lithuanian mystic, artist, and musician. And he's particularly of interest to us because it's a copy of one of his works, The Two Kings, that you can see on the back of the Lithuanian Nationality Room. Now, this painting has a lot of symbolic details in it, so I'm going to go through a few of them here. So first, you might notice that the background is a dark and frightening forest. And this represents Lithuania's troubled and often turbulent past. However, there are points of light shining through the darkness, and this represents hope in Lithuania's future. One of the two kings, for whom the painting is named, is holding a gem, which is shining brightly in the darkness and contains a Lithuanian village. The other king is looking on and vowing to protect the village from any outside forces or any danger that might befall it. Holiday traditions in Lithuania would traditionally begin during Advent, or the roughly 4 weeks before December 25th. At this point, the house would be cleaned thoroughly and the family would make each other small gifts, usually knitted out of embroidery or carved out of wood. On Christmas Eve, the family would spread fresh straw over the table and would cover it with a white linen tablecloth kept specially for the occasion. In the center of the table would be placed a crucifix and a platter of holy wafers. The head of the family would lead the family in prayers to the dead, as well as a thank you for all the blessings that the family had enjoyed. Christmas dinner would consist of 12 all-vegetarian dishes, each dish for one of the 12 apostles. After the meal was over, the hay that covered the table would be taken and given to the farm animals as a thank you for all of their hard work during the year. After dinner, the Christmas tree would be decorated. Now, one of the things you might have noticed in this room is that it contains a lot of geometric shapes, including in the woodwork, in the design elements, and in the windows above me. These are sun designs that would traditionally be found on wayside shrines in Lithuania. And that same idea remains for decorating the Christmas tree, which would be decorated with ornaments made of straw that were shaped into geometric designs such as crosses, stars, and other more complex figures. The tree would be topped with a crown of berries, and the ceremony and celebration would end with the singing of Christmas carols and the saying of prayers. Thank you so much for watching this video of the Lithuanian Nationality Room in the 2020 virtual holiday open house tours. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a wonderful holiday season and a great new year.